We're back. It's time for our main event. The undefeated top bantamweight and 2004 Olympian Abner Mares facing power puncher Carlos Fulgencio in the 122-pound division. So Doug Bernard, it's time for the main event. No doubt the biggest name we've had so far in Fight Night Club.
Yeah, Abner Mares, he's only 23, but he's not a prospect. He's a bona fide contender. You're seeing some clips from his last fight against Jonathan Perez in May. And you see how he mixes his punches to the body and the head. An all-action fighter, but not a wild brawler. He's very polished for his age and for just 18 pro bouts.
Crowd is fired up. Fulgencio's in the ring. And here comes Abner Mares with I guess a new look, we could say. Trying to look a little bit more intimidating. Trying to go for the executioner look, but that's already taken. So he's going for the what? He's going for the skull look?
Hardcore.
Yeah.
The masked bandit, you know? Those guys wear masks, you got to watch out for them. I think we're going to see something exciting.
Yeah, but look at that mask.
I mean, that's a scary mask.
That is one mean guy. All right, Amy, how about introducing our top contenders?
Welcome back, boxing fans and Los Angeles, California. How are you? Ready for the main event of the evening? Well, here it comes. We'd like to welcome our television audience back to Fight Night Club from Club Nokia at the LA Live Center that we're in, here in Los Angeles, California, presented by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, AEG, and sponsored by Quaker State Real Durable Oil, and EA Sports Fight Night Round 4, Vitamin Water, and Budweiser, the great American lager. And our next bout of the evening is a part of the Durability Series. It is our main event, 8 rounds in the junior featherweight division. Our judges for this title fight will be Jerry Cantu, Marty Dankin, and James Jen Ken. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we start with the blue corner. Weighing in at 119.6 pounds, wearing the red, white, and blue tonight. His record, 11 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, and 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. From Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Carlos Fulgencio. And now let's go across the ring to my left, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 118.8 pounds. His record, undefeated in 18 fights, with 11 of those victories coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, from Hawaiian Gardens, California, but from Guadalajara, Jalisco, please welcome Abner Mares. And your referee will be Raul Caiz Sr.
You know what is expected of you, a good, clean fight. Ya recibieron las acciones y una pelea limpia. Legal punches are here and up, but still no pelea like touch gloves, go to both.
A lot of people knocking perhaps Abner Mares not having enough attitude. Trying to change that maybe a little bit, you know, with the way he came into the ring. No smiles. He had that mask going on, the T-shirt. Is that a way to try to counter what maybe some of the pundits?
Yeah, some folks say that doesn't have as vibrant a personality, say, as somebody like a David Rodella.
Right.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with the fighter just letting his fist do the talking.
And that he has.
Yeah, I think Mares would have more buzz about him if he wasn't coming off a period of inactivity. He's had some serious injuries. Of course, he had the torn retina, which had him out of the ring for almost a year last year. And prior to that, he had appendicitis, which had him out for like 6 or 7 months. So
but looking tight, looking fit, looking strong tonight.
He's always built. He's always strong. He does his work in the gym. he's an all-around fighter. He's a complete fighter.
And he's young enough to have those little, like, I'm not gonna say minor setbacks. Good right hand.
Right away,
Fulgencio was buzzed. That right hand buzzed Fulgencio, landed high on the head, kind of the temple area.
You know, I like his personality right now because as time going, Doug and Mario, the experience comes with that, wins come with that. Trust me, he's going to be doing a lot of talking if his career continue to keep going like it's been going far as the win column, and it changes.
He just needs to build. He just needs some activity to build the momentum, and that's the great thing about a monthly fight series, is that a more experienced fighter, a fighter who's beyond a prospect like Abner Maris, if he needs to get busy, if he needs a fight in between big fights, he can find a spot on a card like this and be the main event like Abner Maris is tonight.
We were talking before the fight, Doug, how, right when he starts to create all that buzz, all of a sudden he kind of fades away. So he needs to, stay in the ring, stay active, avoid injury.
Stay in the spotlight.
Exactly.
And look as sharp as he's looking tonight.
Definitely looking focused tonight. He's got that so-called eye of the tiger. This guy's been fighting forever. Began fighting at the age of 7, an amateur. Record of 112 and 84 knockouts. This guy has been fighting forever.
He has a no take no prisoners demeanor
That's
about
his
him.
attitude. Yeah,
I mean, he has no type of glitches and lack of confidence in his demeanor, and I think that's going to be a plus as he goes on in his boxing career.
He was that way as an amateur. He fought like a professional, and he had a professional take no prisoners attitude. It didn't serve him well in the Olympics with the point system. It has served him well in the pro ranks, obviously 18-0, 11 by knockouts, and he has not been matched soft. He's been matched against very good fighters. And Fulgencio was a very good fighter, very good boxer, but I think he's making a mistake engaging with Maris on the inside.
He's taking a big risk, and he just got hit with an overhand right that sort of got his attention. Yeah, this thing is heating up quick. First round, we had a lot of action.
Abner, mira, tiene su defensa muy cerrada arriba, tienes que picarle despacito abajo, arriba, para terminar fuerte abajo, ¿ok? Ahora, cuídate de ese ganchito, nomás tienes que tirar su ganchito, ¿ok? O después de tus combinaciones, stay low, you did it real nice, ahí no te hace nada, ¿ok? Be smart, mate. Be smart.
Keep measuring with that jab. Él se caga los balcú, y cuando ve entrar, da un pasito para mete la derecha por encima.
Camínale por los lados. Saca la mano con espacio y te vas por el lado porque te estás quedando frente de él. Cachéale la mano.
Here you see Abner Maris scoring in combination. Right hand, left to the body. You'll see him land to the left of the body all night in this fight. With Fulgencio, you see firing back, very game. Here's another angle, that left to the body, followed by a right uppercut, followed by another left.
Maris's corner wanting a little bit more activity, a little bit more attention to the body.
Wow, I thought he was very active, and I thought he really softened Fulgencio up to the body, but maybe
and they also asked him to be
hands.
cautious with that hook on the part of Fulgencio.
Maris is looking very sharp.
Maris looking very sharp.
He fought last May, but prior to that, he was out for like 9 months. Actually, he was out for 11 months.
And that's a long time. That's
Yes.
it's like 2 years, for a boxer.
Yeah, and during that period, he wasn't sure if he would be able to resume his boxing career. It depended on how his retina healed.
Maybe it was that left hook they're talking about. A couple of times he's brought his right hand a little bit too low, but Fulgencio could just pull the trigger.
He works that body nice. Maris works that body real nice with the left hook. And he got a lean frame in there. I mean, his opponent has a lean frame, and he sees that, his corner set it. Go to the body, break him down, and that's a plus in the later rounds. In the later rounds, Mario, that is a factor.
Maris throws that left hook to the body effortlessly. He's been doing it his whole life, his whole career. It's like he doesn't have to think about it. It just sort of happens in there. But you know what I like? As offensive-minded as Maris is, it seems like he's very hard to hit with a clean punch. lines up, blocks, counters well, gets under punches well, slips shots. And I think that's a testament to the trainers he's had in the past. Nice right hand.
Plugging away there with the right. Nice combination using his elbow, his forearm to block whatever Fulgencio has. Stays on the attack.
Fulgencio staying right in the pocket.
I want to pick up what Doug said earlier. I mean, his upper body movement. I mean, he's not wasting any energy. He's moving and slipping punches as he just did with the jab in the right hand, in the left hook, in the right hand. I mean, this is veteran type of inside fighting.
And he does it just enough. It's not over-exaggerated the way he slips punches or gets under punches. He makes his opponent miss just enough, but he stays in position to fire back.
He's very fluid. And, he's not one of these, jumping fighters. It's always, kind of wasting all that energy almost on the tip of their toes. He's mobile, yet he doesn't waste too much energy.
And he's obviously learned a lot from the guys who have trained him in the past. Guys like Joe Hernandez, guys like Floyd Mayweather Sr. and Nacho Beristain.
All right, Abner Mares here, giving his opponent Carlos Fulgencio a bit of a boxing lesson. We'll be back with round 3. Round 3 of our main event, Abner Mares in the black trunks, 18-0, facing Carlos Fulgencio from the Dominican Republic. So far, all Mares.
And guys, this is the jinx round for Fulgencio. He's 2-2 in his last 4 fights. Those 2 losses were third-round stoppage losses. We'll see if he can survive the third round against an offensive force like Abner Mares.
And he's never fought outside of the Caribbean area.
Good point.
He's getting hit with some bombs now. And that jinx might be creeping up on him.
Might be in effect. We'll see.
We saw him in the locker room, gentlemen, and he did admit that he was a bit nervous fighting in California against the top guy like this. He says, you know what, I've never seen him fight. Is that amazing? Never seen any video, never seen Mares fight before. Maybe he doesn't like watching TV.
Some guys don't like that. They believe that it creates anxiety before the fight. But, at this level, and he's fighting a contender. You beat a contender, you might get a top 10 ranking. I think at least somebody in his corner should have been studying tape of Abner Mares. Perhaps they were. But he wasn't able to tell us anything about Mares, so I don't think they were.
He claimed, like a lot of other fighters, that the style or the strategy you create once you're in the ring. You can study all you want, but you will be facing a totally different fighter once you hear the first bout.
Well, I want to know. I know personally. I want to know what my opponent looks like with his weakness. I want to know if he comes in the ring with 2 hands or 3. I want to be prepared.
He's a cyclist
know what I'm working with.
Yeah.
Exactly. Give me a project. Let me see the project and I'll figure it out.
Beautiful combinations from Abner Mares. One of those punches straying a little bit low, though.
But Mares, that left hook to the body again. I'm very, very impressed how he, how he continued from the first round to now, still pressed that body. That left hook is going to be a factor. Just did it again.
Bernard, he's not going to stop throwing that left hook to the body.
And then going up top, left in with the right.
Yeah, nice right cross, too.
It's a long third round.
Fulgencio has a lot of heart.
But now looking a little bit more robotic. Wouldn't you say Fulgencio now kind of throwing punches more deliberately?
I'm impressed that Fulgencio's still firing back. He is taking a beating to his body.
He's forced to, Doug. He's forced to. To his credit, yeah, he's fighting back, but if you don't, he's a sitting duck out there, Mario.
Yeah.
He's going to get beat on, he's going to get beat on. So he's really forced to fight back.
You're right.
And that's the difference between fighting back on your own and forced to fight back by your opponent.
Nasty body shot. And he goes again with 2 left hooks. Then he uses the right. Mares is just picking him apart. Left and right to the body.
Down, guys.
But none of them.
Back with more after this.
And it's rudderless.
Abner Mares is known as a body snatcher, and there you see 2 consecutive left hooks to the body before switching his attack to the head.
During the break in Abner Mares' corner, they said, you got to get inside. Once you're inside, he cannot hurt you there. But if you go outside, don't forget the body. I don't think he has. Forget the body. He's been attacking.
He's punching through the body.
They want more.
But again, that's a good corner, Doug. That's a good corner, Mario.
Yes,
When
it
your
is.
trainers see that it's working, continue to keep doing it. Matter of fact, do it even more now because they believe that's going to be the attack, the strategy to either end this fight or knock this guy out.
Fulgencio had that look that he's almost ready to go towards the end of the third round. So I think Joel Diaz, his new head trainer, is telling him to do the right thing. Keep the pressure on. Keep the volume high. Work that body. Ooh, nice right hand from Fulgencio. Huh? It ain't over till it's over.
Well, first he's trying to, he's fighting really out of desperation because he got a guy like a bull that's on him like a cheap suit. He's actually on him and he's making him fight. And like I said, Doug, from my experience, when you want to fight, when you're forced to fight, it's not good. Right now, he just got hit with a left hook off a combination. He's looking at us. I can't help you, buddy.
It's just vicious, brutal body attack, and he's looking over here.
And that look Doug seen in his corner when he was before the round started, it was like one of those look like, what the heck I get into? Like, this guy won't stop. And he's hitting me with everything.
I was about to say, Abner not stopping. He knows he's got the fight under control. Fulgencio really not offering too much, but he's like a little machine.
Yeah, he doesn't take his foot off the gas pedal. Mares, he's a punishing fighter. He does not have one-punch knockout power. His knockouts come usually from an accumulation of blows. And I think that makes him a dangerous fighter.
And Mares' defense is superb. Look at, he sits there, he sees everything coming, and he's going to snip 2 punches. So, he got hit with a jab, but he snips most of the dangerous punches, and he's right there to fire back, miss, and make him pay.
You talking about yourself or Mares?
Both.
Yeah, this is their first fight together, Abner Mares and Joel Diaz. But I like what I see so far.
That was a 3-punch combination. In your conversation analysis, he just 3-4 punch combination, just landed right on the button.
All right, reaching the half-point mark of this fight. Doubtful, we're going to reach the end. We'll be back.
Guys, Mares does more than just throw body shots. There's a beautiful right hand right on the button, set up by an uppercut.
Fulgencio getting an earful in his corner right during the break. They're telling him to keep the exact same distance, keep punching the chest, and then double up with the left.
So they're asking him to throw straight shots from the outside to the chest of Mares. Keep him in basically at the arm's length.
Exactly.
And absolutely, that's something that I heard many times in my 21 years career. Throw at the chest, the head's going to come to the chest eventually because that's what happens when you bring a guy body down. He sort of shrinks, he becomes a different size, dog. And the head is right there, where the chest. Eventually it comes down to you.
Especially when you're fighting a shorter opponent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you can control the distance of the fight, you can change the complexion of the fight. I think it's a little late for Fulgencio after 4 rounds of brutal punishment from Mares, but let's see if he can't turn things around.
What fighter of the past that Mares reminded me of? Can you think of a fighter from the 80s or the 90s or early 2000s that reminded me of?
There's a little bit of Julio Cesar.
I was going to say, yeah.
Chavez not as fluid as Mares is, but the body work makes me think of Chavez.
And that's straight focus, that's straight demeanor, not giving signs of I got hit with this or I can't catch the guy. You continue to keep that poker face.
Yeah.
And it was Chavez, one of the ones after losing the Olympics that told him that he actually should have won that fight. He said that really motivated him. He was devastated after losing in the Olympics, but he said he heard from Julio Cesar, and that had major impact in his career.
When you say when Chavez tells you something like that, any fight, you're not going to blow that off. That's coming from a known legend, proven.
And Chavez wasn't alone. The bout that he lost in the 2004 Olympics that he eliminated from the tournament Most people watching on television thought he dominated.
Cause an uproar.
Because he fought an amateur, a veteran amateur, like a professional.
Right now,
He
he's
thought him just like
dominating this
fighting
fight.
Fulgencio.
What a pro.
Right now, he's dominating this fight with a 3-punch combination.
Yes.
And, you know, I won't be surprised if this fight ends, you know, this round or definitely the next round. Again, he's continued to put that relentless pressure of the great Julio Cesar Chavez and continue not to get hit, but hit. I can see a lot of punishment being dished out right now, dog.
If I was Fulgencio's corner, I would be thinking about pulling the plug. I tell you what, the third round was very one-sided. I thought you could almost make a case for that being a 10-8 round. Same deal with the fourth round. Fulgencio came out pretty strong at the beginning of this round, but now he's back to taking a beating.
I tell you what, I'm not going to go as far as saying the fight should be stopped now, but the next round is very important as far as the psyche of the fight.
Óyeme, pendejo, te vas a...
Feel good? Okay. Ya ganaste tu segundo item. Okay. La
Gotta catch
presión
your second air here.
lo voy bajando. Lo que tienes que hacer es trabajar igual como estás trabajando abajo, pero no te salgas.
gotta keep
La
working
única
this-
manera que te pegues es cuando te levantas. If you stay low, estás trabajando abajo, estás trabajando arriba. Pero no te volteas unless you pop up.
Goes a little higher,
Okay?
you gotta go up.
You just turn him with the body shot to the right direction.
Ahora, el que no gancho tiene que ser cortito, pendejo. ¿Ok? Tú eres el que manda ahora. Tú eres el que manda. Tú eres el que manda.
Confiado con la mano derecha,
Que no haya que hacer. Que no haya
Gotta
que
go with that
hacer.
right
No haya que
hand.
hacer, no te encuentras.
It's the body shots that Mares is landing and softening up Fulgencio. Here you see landing with both hands now, left and right, before switching upstairs. Nice rights, short rights on the inside.
Isn't
He always
it,
mixes them up.
isn't it a little too late now for a second win?
He might got his third win now, but I mean, as long as the wins keep coming, I mean, it's good for him. But I mean, this guy's he's not stopping, and I like his demeanor. I like his whole I'm going to win this fight attitude. And he's in there with a tough guy. I mean, let's not forget, he's in there with a guy that's not bailing out anyway. He's trying to fight back, and he just got hit nailed with a straight right hand that might change his mind right now.
We didn't talk about this at the beginning of this fight, but Fulgencio is one of the better amateur standouts in the Dominican Republic. He won 100 amateur bouts against only 20 losses. He has a lot of amateur experience. Obviously, he's got a lot of heart. Now he's moving around the ring a little bit more, like an amateur fight. I think that's what
Double
he needs to
triple
do.
to the body. I mean, the referee is watching this fight very, very closely.
Yeah, Raul,
You can just tell the end is near. Brutal punishment. Abner Mares going downstairs, going to the head.
No quiere ir.
Fulgencio still game.
This is
About three
it's a one-sided fight, but it's good work for Abner Mares. It's been a brisk fight. He's been able to get in there, and whatever rust he might have had from that layoff, I think it's effectively shaken off. He's been promised a spot on the undercard of the Floyd Mayweather-Juan Manuel Marquez fight.
He just got hurt. It's a steel punch or 1-2.
And we still have about a minute and a half left in this
Yeah,
round.
the referee's looking very much. I wouldn't be surprised if the fight gets stopped in the next 20 seconds. He's getting hit
Fulgencio
with
just
shots.
doesn't have the reflexes to answer back in
He
time.
got hit with another right hand. The referee's watching it closely now.
I think he should be watching closely.
Fulgencio still throwing punches. How much more can he take?
I don't think he should take any.
Not the body shot.
Body.
Not the
And
body
that's-
shot.
He ain't getting up from there.
And that's a hard body shot, and he will not make this count. He will not make this count.
Judge Raul Hayes Jr. calls it a halt, and there is Abner Mares climbing on the ropes. Ecstatic after that. Incredible victory. One-sided, as Doug said, but never boring.
No, and that's
This is
because
not
of the
a
heart of
fight.
Fulgencio.
And the
think he
first
had a
time
little
we
too
see him
much heart
smile.
for his own good.
That's the first smile of the night.
The body shots early on and the body shots at the end. This is a young but a veteran-type mentality. This guy has a veteran-type mentality because he went back to Whitworth early on in the fight. And very, very rarely a younger fighter you know, that don't even have 20-something, don't even have 20 fights yet, remember to go back to where it started, the body.
Any other fighter of this caliber after 5 years should already be a champion. We'll talk about that a little bit more after we hear from Amy Hayes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the official time, 2 minutes, 24 seconds into round number 4. Tonight's Durability Series champion is Abner Mares. And we are pleased to have Rob Baldwin with Quaker State to present this belt to our winner.
The body shots were his bread and butter all fight long. Finally, he landed the liver shot, left hook to the liver, the money punch that put Fulgencio down for the count. Let's see another angle of it.
Stick around if you'd like.
Boom. Touched him in that liver. Fulgencio goes down, turns over on his stomach. One more angle. Always punching in combinations. He punctuated that combination with the left hook to the body. Fight's over.
It's amazing a fighter could take so many shots upstairs, but one body shot ends it all.
All right, well, this guy should be a champion pretty soon. We got about 30 seconds, gentlemen.
Yes, he was. Listen, Abner Mares was on the cusp of fighting for a world title last year. The form he showed tonight, I think he's about 2 fights away from fighting for a bantamweight world title.
I agree. We told people before the fight started, it's going to be great matches. We've seen them.
All right, for Bernard Hopkins, Doug Fisher, and the entire Fight Night Club crew, I'm Mario Solis saying good night from Los Angeles.